Okay, grade 8 learners, let me teach you guys how to collect this easy 12 marks. So let's start with this 6 marks. Okay, so this one is a very easy question. You just have to make sure that you follow all the steps that I'm going to show you now. Then you'll be able to collect that 6 marks. First question, okay, they say calculate the values of x, y, and z. So I'll start with them easy one to get. Look at that x. So I think by now you understand that angles on a straight line, they end up to 180. So all the angles on a straight line, when you add them, they should give you 180. So what I'm trying to say is that if we take 60 degrees, we add that angle with 40 degrees, and we add x, this should give us 180. So when you answer this type of questions, you need to also give reasons. Why are you saying so? So we're going to say this is angles on straight line, right? That's the reason that I'm going to give the marker. So now when I have this, you just have to add the like terms this side. Look at this. 60 plus 40, that's 100. So I'm going to write this and say this is 100 degrees plus x. Okay, this is 180. Now, then you need to subtract 100 on both sides. I know you guys used to say you move the 100 to the other side, and this side will left with x. So this will be 180 degrees minus the 100. When it goes to the other side, it will be negative 100. Therefore, what is x? X is just 100. Okay, not 100 but 80. So it's 180 minus 100. This gives us 80 degrees. So that's the value of x. So this angle, it will be 80 degrees. Right. So that's how you find the value of x, and you'll definitely collect the marks. Let's find z and y. So so far there's nothing that you can do to find z, because there's something missing there. We don't have enough information, so there's something missing there. But what you can do is that look at these lines. You see these arrows. These arrows tells you that these two lines are parallel. What do you know about parallel lines? What can you say about parallel lines? We know that if two lines are parallel, we look for an F corresponding angles, we look for a Z alternate angles, and we look for U co-interior angles. But I'm not going to go into all those details. I'll only focus on Z because this is what we have on this problem. So if this line is parallel to that line, this angle, it will be equal to that angle. So it's what we call the alternating angle. So this angle here, it's equals to that angle. So this angle will be 40 degrees. So what I'm saying is that angle Y, this is 40. And what will be the reason? Alternate angle, alternate angle, alternate angle, alternate angles. Okay, so that's how you find angle Z, angle Y. So now you can see that it's very easy for you to find Z, because the Z, we're going to use what we call the sum of angles in a triangle. When we add the sum of angles in a triangle, we need to have an answer of 180 degrees. So if we say 40 degrees, which is that angle there, we added this with 60 degrees, which is that angle. So this will be 40. We're going to add 60 degrees. Then we add Z. This should give us 180. The reason for that, sum of angles in a triangle. So the aim now is to solve for what? The aim is to solve for Z. So I'm going to say 100 degrees. When we add the 2, then this is 180. Therefore, the 100 will goes to the other side, which is 180. We minus that 100 degrees. And what is Z? Angle Z is just 80 degrees. I hope you guys understand how to collect that 6 marks. So this was an easy one, right? This will be 80 degrees. Let's look at what we have on the next question. Uh, Study the diagram below, and they want you to answer the following questions. So this question has to do with theorem of Pythagoras. Right. So remember, in theorem of Pythagoras, you need to have okay, let me not go into too much details, but let's focus on this question. They say calculate the length of BC. Let me write down what I have here. This is my BC. Okay, so this is my BC, and we can see that BC is a common line for ABC and also for BCD. But we need to choose which triangle should we work on. I need the triangle that has at least two sides. So I'm going to work on this triangle to find BC. That's what I'm going to use. So you can see that if this is 90 degrees, this is my R, which is the longest side. And this, it depends on which angle we are using. So I can say this is my X, I can say this is my Y. Then the question says find BC. Remember, R squared is equals to X squared plus Y squared. This is theorem of Pythagoras. What is your R squared? BC. So this will be BC squared. It's equals to your X, that's 8. Okay, so this is BD squared plus your Y, that's 6. And this is DC squared. Let's just do the substitution. So BC squared, it's equals to BD, that's 8, squared plus BC, that's 6. So I'm going to say this is 6 squared. Therefore, BC squared will be equals to, I think we need a calculator on this one. So let's put in the calculator and see. So I'm going to say 8 squared. This gives me 64. Then 6 squared, that's 36, right? 6 squared. I just want to verify that that's 36. So this is plus 36. Then what do you get when you add the 2? What is 36 plus 64? This gives us 100. So this will be 100. And then BC squared. You have to square both sides. Therefore, what is BC equals to? When you say the square root of answer there, let's see the square root of answer, this gives us 10. So BC is 10. So the length of this is 10 centimeter. That's easy. That's how you collect that 3 marks. Let's look at what we have on the next one. So on this one, they say that calculated the length marked S, which is this one. So you can see that even this question has to do with theorem of Pythagoras. Easy. We have this side this time, and we also have that side. So we can use theorem of Pythagoras. So this time, this will be my R, this will be my X, and I can say this is my Y, or I can say this is my X, this is, it depends on which angle we are using. We can say this is my X, let's say this is my Y. Okay, this is my Y, and this is my X. So the question says calculate the length marked by that which is AC. So they are looking for AC. R squared is equal to X squared plus Y squared. So R squared, that's AC. So this will be AC squared. It's equal to X, which is okay. So X, that's my AB. So this will be AB squared. Then I'm gonna add this with Y, which is BC. Then make sure that you substitute this correctly. AC, it's X. It's what we are looking for. So this will be X squared, and AB is given as 24. This will be 24 squared. I'm going to add this with BC, which is what we calculated as 10. So now look at this. If BC is wrong, this will affect the next question. You're going to lose that 3 marks. So please make sure that you pay attention on those type of questions. So 64 squared plus 10 squared. Let's start. Oh, it's 24 squared. Let me see. 24 squared. This gives us 576. We're gonna add this with 10 squared, that's 100. So I'm going to say this plus 100. What is the answer? 676. So x squared is equal to 676. Then you have to square both sides and see what you get. What is the value of x equals to? Okay, let me just punch this on the calculator. Square root of answer. This gives us 26. So x is 26 centimeters. So the length AC, that will be 26 centimeters. I hope you guys had a nice one on this question. So this is how easy you collect the 12 marks. So if this is your first time watching my lessons, please make sure that you join the family, subscribe so that you can move with me until you reach grade 12. Okay, and I'm looking forward to see you guys on the next lesson.